rAVe Radio. With Rants and rAVes, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is Rants and rAVes with Gary Kayye.
Hi, this is Gary Kayye with rAVe, and we are here right down the street from the University of North Carolina. And Frank Kolavo, who is the founder of Computer Comfort, CCI, is here with me in the parking lot. And that's because he just visited Duke. He's visiting Carolina today because you sell what?
Yes, sir. We build computer furniture for higher ed, for really technology learning environments.
And it's not just computer furniture. You build even the desks that students sit behind, but you build tech-friendly furniture, I would say.
Correct. So there's a big trend in the movable, flexible classrooms. So those are more student tables where everything's on wheels. But in 1987, when I founded the company, our main focus was trying to manage technology in the classroom.
Yeah, and because of that, you have some lecterns that we're going to show you today. I'm coming to you live, kind of as a live broadcast here, part of my Rants and rAVes video cast series. We're also going to put this inside of our trade show coverage as well. And we're actually going to do some demos of some furniture here. So we're actually going to shoot some additional product videos, but I want people to get an idea of what you do. So in my case, I've actually purchased from you, I don't know, probably 50 koi tables at least, maybe more, and chairs, which are kind of interesting because it's not just a round or not just a rectangle. It has a unique shape to it that allows you to configure the room in probably 15, 20 different ways. And everything's on wheels, so we can basically push it out of the way, or we can use it in collaborative or a traditional classroom environment. I noticed that everything you have here is on wheels. Is that intentional? Is that because you feel like everything needs to be mobile now?
Well, that is one of the reasons. The second reason is these mobile showrooms. I need to move the stuff in and out, so it just makes it a little easier for me to move them around. But really, honestly, most of the classrooms now, they want flexible. The faculty wants to come in and change it in, at the snap of a finger. So we give them the ability to do that.
We were talking earlier, and you mentioned, I had asked you about the lectern. Was the lectern dying, or is the lectern making a comeback? And you said, well, what's kind of happening is that we're using one that stores our equipment and a second one that's for the instructor. Talk about that trend for a second.
Sure. I have both to show you here today, but the trend is moving towards the faculty lectern is becoming lighter, meaning it has less technology built into it. So it's adjustable, sit to stand. The faculty can walk around the room. These collaborative groups, they can actually roll up to each group. And then the rack is up in the front of the room in a separate cabinet. So it doesn't have to be all together.
Yeah, and I've noticed that you've also integrated more tech into all of the different furniture. In fact, USB ports and power are kind of the norm now, aren't they? And what about USB-C?
Exactly. So obviously we have USB-C. All of our USB ports have one of each. So, the standard, what is that,
A, B, and then you got C, I guess.
Right. Well, if you look at these behind you, these collaborative tables are a great example. Back in the old days, we just sold these to the facilities furniture people on campus. But when collaboration became, the buzzword on campus, all of a sudden they're putting Extron and Crestron and all this hardware inside the table. So the small groups can get together, collaborate, screen share. And now the AV guys are getting pulled into the furniture business, whether they like it or not.
Well, there's a great opportunity there actually to sell something in addition to the technology, sell the furniture, and you have more control over the environment and the tech in the environment when you're selling the furniture as well, because you have more control over where things are going to get located. If the furniture is being done separately, you may end up having to fit it into an environment that the classroom designer would be different than the facilities designer would think.
That's a perfect example of that. So the colleges now are more and more asking us if we would mind working with the integrators. For 25, 30 years, we sold direct to the colleges, and now we're open and we're working with the integrators for that reason, just to make it a smoother process.
All right, so I want to give a shout out because you notice everything in here is Apple, which is actually real life in a university nowadays. I only do that because we do have some classrooms on campus that are not Apple friendly. So I want you to make sure when you meet with Mark this afternoon, and you tell him, hey, notice everything here is an Apple. Gary said to point out that everything's an Apple nowadays, because I'm trying to get him to put a Mac Mini in a classroom I teach.
Don't get me in trouble.
Yeah. So anyway, I appreciate this. If you want to go to computercomforts.com, we're actually going to shoot separate product videos. This is a little unusual because you're watching this in my Rants and rAVes videocast. Frank was here visiting Duke and then UNC, and I said, hey, come on by here and let's do a video. So we're actually going to do like a little accessory or a little add-on to my normal Rants and rAVes. We're going to shoot some individual product videos. So if you want to find those videos, I will bundle them all together with this Rants and rAVes in the video cast or the podcast section of the website, or you can go to the search window and type in Comforts, because the company's Computer Comforts, or you can go to computercomforts.com. Frank Kolavo, thank you very much for coming.
All right, thank you for the opportunity.
All right, stay tuned because I want you to watch these other product videos so that you understand and get an idea what's new out there. So watch them.
Excellent.
rAVe Radio. With Rants and rAVes, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is Rants and rAVes.